Here's the number one thing you can shift in your life to have less pain, less suffering, and less misery. And this is a shift that only you can make. No one can make it for you. And that's a shift to stop putting your identity in things outside of you. Stop finding your happiness, your joy, and your purpose in things outside of you. Whether it be money, relationships, cars, status, degrees. Letting that define you is the ultimate source of causing suffering for yourself. And let me tell you why there's so much misery and pain and suffering in finding our happiness and our sense of purpose and joy in these outside things. Everything outside of us is temporary and an illusion. Think about it. People come and go, jobs come and go, circumstances come and go. Nothing lasts forever. It's called the law of impermanence. And us as humans, we bump up against this law all the time and we resist it. We don't like it. And it's the whole not liking it, the non-acceptance of it, that causes us so much suffering. We don't like the fact that the spouse left. We don't like the fact that we got fired from our job. We don't like the fact that this or that friendship or relationship ended. We don't like it that that college degree didn't get us the job of our dreams. And sometimes it can take us humans a long time to realize that there's no salvation in these external things or possessions. It's like we have to keep bumping up again and again and again against this. But learning to accept the impermanent nature of all things is where our true happiness can be attained. Knowing that the flow of life is things coming and going and ebbing and flowing. That there is nothing permanent or static. And reminding yourself of this fact is the first step. When something changes in your life, just remind yourself, that's the law of impermanence at work. Nothing is meant to last forever on this planet. Only that which is inside, that God spark that you are, lasts forever. And the second thing is watching yourself and noticing when you judge something as good or bad. And noticing when you judge it as good, you tend to attach yourself to it. And when you attach yourself to it, you identify with it. You make it part of who you are. I am successful. I am in a happy relationship. I have this great job of my dreams. I have all this money to do all these things that I want. But when any of these conditions that we've attached our identity to change, that's where the problem lies. We desperately try to hold on to that which has changed. We beg the spouse not to leave us. We go into deep depression when we lose that job of our dreams. We go into depression when we lose the money. We go into depression when people stop being friends with us. And you can see from there, that's where the problem lies. The resistance to the ebb and flow of life, to the changes. Instead of accepting what is as it is, we resist. So here's an exercise to see how attached you might be to things in your life. Make a list of everything that makes you happy. Then do an honest assessment of yourself on a scale from maybe 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. How attached am I to this thing? How devastated would I be if this completely disappeared from my life? If you feel you would be devastated if that thing or person or that circumstance left your life, that is a clear indicator right there of your level of attachment to it, and the fact that if and when it ever does disappear, you'd find yourself right back in that state of a misery or depression. And start reminding yourself of the law of impermanence. And become conscious and catch yourself when you feel yourself identifying with anything outside of you. And to see a great example of a being living in complete acceptance and absolute flow of life, having total peace, check out my recent video called Past Life as a Non-Human.